Next, let's look at data types. There are a few data types I want to go over. The first one is a string. This is a really simple string right here. Inside two quotation marks, you place some text, and that's pretty much all there is to strings. Another data type is numbers. Numbers don't go inside quotation marks. This is because they aren't strings. Any number I type in here will be printed when I run the game. As you can see, as I type this number in, it's printed in the output. There are a few more data types, however the last one I want to look at right now is a boolean. Whenever you see these checkboxes in properties, these are boolean values. For example, if I go to the part and I enable cast shadow, it'll be a check mark. When I disable it, there is no check mark. This means when I click on it and there's a check mark, I just set the cast shadow property to true. And that is what scripting really is. Scripting is basically changing different properties at different times. What I'm going to do is rename this part. Inside the properties, I'm going to go to name, and I'm going to change the name property. I call this part the blue part. What you can do now is go to brick color, click on it and change the brick color. I'm going to use this electric blue right here. Now if you go back to your script by clicking on it here or double clicking on it here, you can actually change these properties. To do this, what you want to do is type game.workspace. So now you're going from the game, which is all of this, and then you're doing .workspace and then .part. Lua is a case sensitive language. That means all these capitals need to be capitals. If I were to type this with a lowercase b, it's not going to work because this has a capital B right here. Next, I'm going to type .cast shadow and I'm going to set it to false. This may be a bit confusing right now, but what I'm doing is setting the cast shadow property to false. If you remember what I just said, that means when you click on this part and look at cast shadow, this checkmark will not be there. Let's go ahead and run the game and see if the code works. Let's click on the part and as you can see, the cast shadow does not have a checkmark. This means cast shadow is set to false, just like we set it in the script.